So another thing that we normally see in Cisco devices or any devices that, as I mentioned earlier on, with devices, there's what we call management. You need to manage the device. So you're going to be configuring it. You'll be going there onto the device to check what has been configured on that device. And so normally there are two ways of doing it. It's either you go to that particular building. And so when we say go to the particular building, you go to where the device is and you connect your device, maybe your PC or laptop. Normally it will be a laptop or some simple work docking station. And then you connect your port. There's a special cable, which is called a console cable. We call that console cable. People have different names for that as well. And you connect it to your switch, the console port, and you also connect it to your PC. And so then you go to your terminal and then you configure it, the device. Now, if you're connecting it directly to the device, then it means that your first point on that device is the console. So basically this port. And so you can put a password on that port. So when you put a password on that port, anybody who tries to connect to that device will be prompted. This login is telling us that, hey, anytime somebody tries to log into the device, it should prompt them to put, this is the one way of logging into the device. And so it should prompt them. And so you would have to put some password there to be able to access that device. And this is typically how devices are configured. It's either you're configuring it using a console cable or using VT, a remote access. So normally it is a good practice to have a password on the console cable, otherwise on the console port. Otherwise, anybody who has access to some console cable and has access to some terminal software, they'll be able to configure the device, and that's dangerous. So you want to put a password, and only authorized personnel will be given access to that device, whether a switch or router. Unauthorized access will be denied because it will be based on passwords. And so you need to, at least at initial stages, you need to also make sure that your device has some username and password as well. Yes.